All right, we ready to start? I'm ready to get this rolling.
Yeah, for real.
Already 10:42.
All right, is it rolling?
Oh my word. It's Thursday.
We roll it.
I think that should stay in, honestly.
I agree.
Okay, cool.
Most
Alright.
stuff stays in,
Mhm.
other than like Aaron saying outlandish things, which happens frequently. Might I add?
Take it, yeah. Or not.
Tons.
Topic for today is ADHD. Adam,
Yeah. What?
Bad, I suffer from it.
Are you diagnosed?
What do you actually stand for?
Attention deficit disorder. It's actually ADD.
I
80, yeah.
Attention
definitely have
deficit.
ADD.
Mm,
Anyway,
Tell us about it.
nothing to do with the
is
topic.
that an olive on the ground? I swear that's an olive over
Hey,
there.
what is the topic, Aaron?
The topic is discipline in the death of laziness.
Ooh,
The death
Pretty-
of laziness.
that is.
That's
I
what,
feel like
that's what
it should be more like the uprising of laziness.
No,
I think it's already
What?
up and risen.
it's up and risen.
It's
We want it to go
going.
down.
It's going.
Okay.
What do you think about that, Josh? What do you think? You think I'm lying?
No, I
Mm.
think it's on the. I think it's on the rise.
It is on the rise,
You think it's on the rise?
but it
I
needs
think
to
we
go.
have a small.
I mean, we already have 7.5 million people not working right now.
Yeah,
So
which was mind blowing.
yeah, which is crazy that you have that many people not doing anything.
I think since 2023 or 2024, like the unemployment rate has risen by like 4%,
Really?
which
That big four.
isn't great considering what our overall population is, like 300 million, 3 to 400 million in the United States, which means that what 4% of 300 million, that would be
I'm not doing
4
the math.
million times 3. It's about 12 million. About 12
12
million
million people not working?
12-ish million more than what it's already been. Just
Oh, increase.
yeah, an
From
increase.
24 to
increase.
25.
Okay. So it would be
Yeah,
great.
yeah.
Because it'd be great to know, like, you know, how statistics are like, 1 out of every 10 people is not doing this, because I guarantee you're one of them.
What are you talking
One
about?
out of every 10 people.
I'm totally teasing. I just wanted to see.
What's the-
You have a good reaction.
I'm
Appalled.
actually the only one on this panel unemployed.
1 of the 10.
There we go.
He's one of the
1 out of 10.
I mean, technically I'm employed.
I mean,
I just don't get paid.
Oh,
Eh.
yeah. Yeah. Sucks aside, honestly.
Oh. So,
Well,
He's not wrong.
anyway.
He's not wrong.
so what's your plan? What's your plan to get
What's my plan?
from the 12 million to
Oh, I need to be in the like 200 million.
yeah,
You have to
you
be.
need to
Well-
get back on.
I don't
Uh,
know. Your situation's unique.
does anybody have like really solid hide hustles?
Hide
Hold on now, we're gonna get this.
Side.
wait,
There
wait,
it
wait,
is.
Side
Dude,
hustle.
side hustles. Good night.
through it.
Oh,
He's working through it.
Go back.
Actually, that's gonna get clipped.
Go to side hustles.
Side hustles. What did I say before? Hide hustles.
side hustles.
Yeah,
I'd
just
suck.
next the
No idea. We'll never know.
Hustle sides.
Side hustles.
It was not side
hustle
It was
sides.
the
Hide hustles.
Hide sussles.
Hide hustles.
Hide sussles.
Wow, I am very dumb. Okay.
Anyway, for good side hustles,
Mm.
we're not going down that topic.
Can anybody like just name them? Just name them. If you're Reagan's mom watching this, because that was our only commenter on the last video.
Did
appreciate it.
mom comment?
Your mom
You
commented.
didn't even know about
Like
That
it
was
was
your
like
mom.
Oh,
it was like 3 thumbs up.
dude.
Whoa.
That's good.
My mom's G. She's a top dog.
Yeah, it's yeah.
She's a top
She's a
dog.
Well-
top dog. Top G.
I don't know
Top
how I feel about you calling your mom a top dog.
Why you care?
I just don't like that
Yeah.
you're calling.
That was really-
Yeah.
All right, let's. Why don't we just start
How many
talking?
people do you think have been unemployed for the last 6 months?
Well, I'm gonna say 12 million.
How many Americans?
Oh.
10 million.
Sheesh. Man.
I will
2
say,
million of the world is unemployed, and
if
10
you
million Americans
go-
are.
if you
Those
go
numbers.
outside of America, they're very, very hardworking cultures. Like
That's valid.
our culture is just very lazy.
Yeah, I would agree. I would agree.
So would you say that?
2 million Americans haven't been working for the last 6 months.
Would you guys say that comfort has made us weak, or have we simply redefined comfort
I
or discipline?
I heard something from a foreign pastor that stated they hope that churches in America start facing persecution because it binds them together better.
Yeah.
Maybe it's valid.
I would
Heard
say,
that too.
I think we often take our freedom for granted. I know we kind of mentioned that on another topic, but I see what they're saying. You know, like, oh, I can go to church anytime I
out, buddy.
want. Nobody's gonna stop
Buddy.
me. You know, stuff like that. And it's
Proceed,
like, you know, if you were persecuted, I can
Oh
see
yeah,
that
you would
point. I
care.
can see that point.
I mean, that's where Dr. Phil is right now.
Yeah.
He's in
persecuted?
he's in where is it? Nigeria?
No idea.
Dude,
What's
he's a top G.
Mm.
I can't remember what place it was. I swear it was Nigeria or
Is it,
something.
or is it Dr. Oliver? It's in Nigeria. Anyway,
Dr. Phil is somewhere.
Nobody knows who
nobody's
Yeah.
Those are our professors, guys. They're our professors. But
Point is, he's currently teaching what he teaches us to 100 students in the world's topmost Christian persecuted nation. Right now.
I did not know that.
So I'm not fully certain which where that is, but it's there.
for sure. Yeah. Back to what Addison said. I really think we live in a culture where comfort has been kind of changed or redefined. Like, I mean, you go back, I don't even know, like 50 years. Comfort was like being loyal to the same job for like, the majority of your life and then like leaving. Like, then you like kind of live comfortably. Like, that was
It's like job security kind
job
of.
security. Now it's like I go into work when I want to,
Or not even working.
yeah, you can sit at home or you can just not work and get paid for it. Like some people want the government to run that way, which that's a whole nother issue. But
You mean through like Social Security?
no,
Like communism.
I'm saying like communism. Like people, I mean, well, let's put it this way. Tell me why someone can live on the street, get paid to do so in a sense. Like we're giving them money, giving them an iPhone, stuff like that, and they're not doing anything. Like you're paying them to stay on the street.
Are you referring to the outreach programs that individuals will run, like the nonprofits, or the government actually?
Well, what do you mean by individually run profit organizations? You're saying the ones that bring
The nonprofit.
it doesn't need to be nonprofit. I'm saying the people that are trying to get people off the streets and putting them back into society, or people that are just giving them stuff.
I think the whole idea of them doing that is to encourage them to get off the streets, but unfortunately, a lot of them choose to
mean, like-
just benefit off of that.
No, I'm saying
Or
like
use that.
giving them random stuff, like an iPhone. How does that benefit them? Is my point.
I mean, I guess the argument could be that having a phone could allow them to get a job, but then again, like search around, but then again, a lot of places require an address, and it gets into other issues as well. But I mean, that definitely makes sense. It doesn't seem fair from that perspective.
It's one of the biggest additives to people being homeless is the fact that to not be homeless, they have to have a place to live, which they can't do. If you just pause there, you're like, well, yeah, okay, yeah. That's
Not that pleasant.
Think about it like that.
No,
Put it in
for
perspective.
them to do that, they have to make money, and for them to make money, they have to
Yeah.
have
An address.
And
Yeah.
which I want to say that a lot of homeless shelters allow for their address to be used for certain things like that.
I'm not 100% sure on that. That's why we need one.
I'm not big on I'm not gonna say that.
I'm not big on what. Anyway,
not big on homeless research.
Move on. So I feel like a problem we have today is people aren't choosing purpose over pleasure. So they'd rather get the instant gratification rather than working hard and seeing the benefits later. They want to see it right now, and that makes them not want to work hard. And
How do you feel about people saying that that is their purpose? Like the pleasure
Meaning?
that they're doing is their purpose.
To be lazy.
I mean, yeah.
Let's say like this. Why is it that you can go to almost any business and if you just show up for work, you get a raise?
because people aren't showing up for
Because
work.
people don't show up for work. They do it on their time because they're lazy. They do it on their time. They show up when they want to if they don't feel like they can do it that day because they're tired or whatever. So business owners are realizing that and they're paying more and benefiting those who actually show up to work. And like I could see that from my brother when he went to a hospital. He showed up every day on time for like the first 2.5 weeks, and they were shocked because he's a college student. They're like, "Why are you still here?" He's like, "Because it's my job. You pay me to be here." They're like, "Yeah, but nobody your age ever does that." And like that's our culture right now. That's what our culture, what people think of our age group.
Silly guy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Like doing what your like what your schedule is going above and beyond. I guess in today's culture, like you're
Just doing what you're.
You
going
could
above,
do
like doing what you were like paid to do is going above and beyond.
do,
Is
do
that kind of
yes,
what you're
yes,
saying?
yes. Do literally showing
Doing the
up.
minimum.
Yeah, do.
On the
I'm
minimum.
not saying you should do the minimum, but if you did,
Yeah.
if you did, which that's what business owners are saying. Like, I mean, I'm gonna throw a name out there. I think it was Nathan Dowler and Joel
drop.
both.
Name drop.
Shout out to you guys. Both of them said they would hire someone
Sponsor
on the
us.
spot who would show up for work because people don't show up to work anymore. Specifically, our age group, nobody shows up. They don't care. And I think it's because it's like, oh, this is my purpose. You know what you're saying? Oh, it's my comfort. It's like you don't have an income stream because you're not showing up to work, and like you're giving our generation a pretty bad name for that.
Also, like, is our society even gonna run if people didn't show up every day? Like, there's people who have to have, like, if you don't take responsibility in the hey, calm down. If you don't take responsibility in the things as little as just showing up for work, like, how is our country even or our civilization even gonna survive? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, we have to have people that are willing to take responsibility and actually do what they are required to do. Like, not even. I don't even know.
I do think though that our generation has a significant more amount of like self-made like millionaires. Dude, Aaron's gonna he's gonna mess me up every single time.
You were cooking.
I don't know if you can ever tell, but in most of these videos, anytime that either I or Aaron's laughing is because we look across at each other and we just can't. We can't hold it together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I agree, Josh. But also, like,
Wait, hold on. Were you done with the?
Well, I think our generation doesn't have as many people that are fitting the mold, which in a very big portion is bad, but in a greater portion, I do think we have a lot more leaders in our generation that are doing things that they really feel passionate about.
Yeah.
And things that they really care about, which I would argue that in a time where we probably haven't had that in a very long time, at least not from a majority of people, it might be good for like one of our generations to just be completely creative and completely innovative rather than just holding to a mold.
Yeah.
I don't think that like attests to laziness. Like I don't
Right.
think that makes it okay. But
also, I think people nowadays are just like, oh, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do, like, this doesn't fit my personality. This isn't what I want to do. But, like, people have to learn to do hard things. Like, there's a book out there called Do Hard Things, and it's actually really
by?
good.
Is it the red book?
I forget.
Who's
It
by?
is
It's
red.
the red book by
I think
the
it is.
Bolt brothers.
Yes.
Yeah, I read that.
You know, it's a great book, right?
You read it?
Great book.
Aaron, you did too.
Yeah, I did. It's actually really good.
I don't remember.
You don't know.
It was so long ago, but I remember, like, key things in it. But
Tell people
basically-
to read a book that you don't know the author too. It's a little embarrassing.
it's two brothers. That's what I remember. But,
This book does not exist.
wait, this is what
Red book by two brothers.
Yeah.
But basically, people just need to learn to do hard things. Like, you don't have to want to do what you're doing. You don't. Like, you have to learn to, okay, people, which, you should enjoy. Joshua.
Dude,
Should-
I can't. You said full name. Oh
Yeah,
my
but
goodness.
you never said Joshua.
You said full name.
Name drop.
Joshua.
All right.
Name drop.
Anyway,
Alright.
you should. I'm not saying you shouldn't enjoy what you're doing, but you have to learn that you're gonna have to do things you don't enjoy doing. Like, that's just life. And when people come to the comfort of, oh, I don't want to do it, so I don't have to, that's not
Right.
how it works.
And
And that's where it comes from.
Everybody's gonna come to periods of their life where you're going through hard times, and that's life.
Mhm.
And I guess what builds your character and what makes you who you are is how you choose to go about that.
And it really comes down to just selfishness. They don't want to do it. They say, no, I don't want to do this, I want to do this other thing, and it turns into, how does Josh lean so far back and I still see him smirking? What in
Dude,
the world?
I'm losing it right now. Whew,
Basically.
a little break.
Dude, nothing is that funny.
It's not that funny.
Bro,
He's taking laps. He's taking laps. You know.
I'm gonna fix this light.
Don't mess with the light. Don't mess with the light. And yep, there it went.
It's been bothering me.
Why is
Why is
it
he
podcast
laughing
we
so
decided to do this?
It's been bothering me.
I'm like trying to look at them and I'm talking to them, and Josh is just
He's
leaning
trying-
all the way
Dude,
back.
don't even look at Josh.
He's trying not to be lazy right now.
Right.
Oh my goodness.
Hi, Josh, get back here.
Bro,
It cannot be this funny.
I just look over at Aaron and just seeing his face.
That
sounds terrible. Like, I'm not laughing at your face.
No, I know. I do
just-
the same.
I make eye contact with you and I can't stop. I'm crying right now. I don't know if you can zoom in on this. Literally during your entire thing, I was leaning back, dying laughing. It's gonna be hilarious going back in this.
I thought I was cooking.
But you're actually crying.
Yeah, dude, dude, I
Oh,
cannot stop laughing right now. It's late, boys.
Okay, so where were we?
what was
at?
I saying? Laziness. If you don't want to do, you're still gonna have to do hard
We're
things.
talking about hard, like people go through hard periods in life. I
Yeah,
don't know what I was talking about.
Last thing I remember is that book that you guys didn't read.
that was forever.
Dude, I know. Dude, I've been dying. I've been laughing so hard over here. I'm gonna. I'm
Well,
sorry.
of course, it cuts back in right there.
We're back.
I'm gonna try and focus, guys. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Basically, my whole point. I don't know what got cut off, what Josh was laughing at, but basically,
No.
my whole point is people need to learn that you're not always gonna like what you're doing. So you got to learn to do hard things. You got to learn that.
Do you think
Yeah.
people grow more when they're going through something hard or just flying through life?
No, I think people go.
Sheesh, bro.
I think people learn more.
Yep, there it went. All right, we're gonna cut this pod short.
Reagan, to answer your question, I think it builds.
Run it back.
What was your question, Reagan?
It was.
The
yeah.
Reagan's.
Do you think? Do
Reagan's
you
done.
think people grow more going through something hard or just like flying through life when everything's easy?
I think it builds a ton of character.
Oh, definitely.
100%.
Okay.
Going through hard times.
So,
Yeah, go on.
Obviously, a really tragic time in America and other countries was World War II. Right.
You said Charlie Kirk.
Wait. Okay, let me finish. But basically, my point is,
Let him cook.
Yeah.
Let him cook.
a lot of the men and women were forced to do the hard things. Correct.
I mean, you could say that about any war, but
Okay, that's an example. Sure. Another aspect of it is how healthy is America? So
I actually,
in
yeah.
what sense?
only 28% of Americans are meeting physical activity guidelines set by Centers for Disease Control and
Wait,
Prevention.
run that back.
So by who?
Run it back. Too many of you are eating McDonald's. The McDonald's chicken nuggies are making people fat.
Aaron, you said run it back. Only 28% of Americans are meeting physical activity guidelines set by the Centers
Set by the sinners. I'm under
Centers
centers. Okay.
for Disease Control and
Diet
Prevention,
consists of
according to Forbes.com.
protein-packed Mickey nuggets.
I don't know what you're rambling about.
I'm talking
Yeah,
about
I mean-
the amount of chicken nuggets consumed by the average
Do
American.
you have that pulled up?
Absolutely not. I
it's true.
honestly, I thought we were going to go down the road as how healthy is America. Like we were talking about, I don't know if this is going to be still in there, but we were talking about World War II, and I just wanted to look it up. Can you tell me, like, just by your opinion, how many kids our age would go to war right now?
Would go to as in
Would go to war if World War III started right now?
in the draft?
Like, can I give a percentage?
Nope.
Do you,
Oh,
You-
do you have percentage?
No, I'm asking you, like, as in, like, as Americans, do you think we're, like, I mean, most videos you see out there is like, oh, America is just racist, you know, all these different things. Okay, it just goes on and on.
Mhm.
America's
Yeah.
the worst place to live for anyone who isn't white, but it just goes on and on and on. If we went to World War III, how many? Just give a percentage of like our generation would actually go to war, 19 and under.
So, I know that, and maybe you boys can attest this too. I feel like most men have the constant thought in the back of their mind that like, if all else fails, I'm gonna join the military.
Oh yeah.
Like-
I'm saying compare that now to World War II men. To World War II kids, rather.
What do you say?
I'm saying
Oh,
most,
I would say
my
that
question was if there was World War II or World War III now, not World War II, it's already happened. World War III,
old news.
how many of our age group do you think would go to war?
Percentage wise?
Just
15.
I'll just
15.
say, yeah, 15, 10.
15%? Okay. I just wanted to read this off. So the official enlistment age
I'm holding my microphone too close.
was 18 years old. So we would all be above that, right? Is everybody 18 or above?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You could
Yep.
go if you were 17 with parental consent.
Cool.
Most boys, and I say boys, were 15 and 16 years old, and they were stealing birth certificates and borrowing their older brother's identities to go to war. Do you think most 15-year-old kids could go to war in our generation?
Like
Yes. Yes.
Physically.
15-year-old.
Physically.
Yes.
You think 15-year-olds?
Yes. 15-year-old.
I would disagree.
Most?
I would say above 15-year-olds.
Child.
Above, okay.
Wait,
because
I
that's-
what you're saying.
yeah,
there.
yeah.
I get what you're saying there. Okay,
Yeah.
what about 18 to 22?
Is your question can as in physically able
Like
to?
if they meet the physical requirements.
I don't know because I would still say yes because for our freshman class we're regularly on college campuses, right? And there's a couple people that you can clearly tell are leaning more
Yeah. Selfish lives.
obese,
There we go.
hefty,
Oh,
chunky,
keep going.
large,
Mm,
living large,
mm.
extra.
According to this, over 75% of 18 to 20-year-olds, 22 actually, let's do 18 to 20,
Okay.
are ineligible.
Wow.
They couldn't do it. That's my point.
So what counts as ineligible then?
Let's say physically fit.
Yeah, but what are they measuring physical fitness by?
Can you run a mile?
Like ever?
Like ever, could you run a mile? Do you have the mental capacity to go to war? I don't think most of our generation has the mental capacity to go to war, honestly.
I don't know.
Just to be real.
I don't know because I think we do get flushed with a lot of mainstream media, which is, pride festivals, people freaking out, 400 pounds, like losing their mind, like stuff like that. Whereas we do have an uprising of like a lot of young people that are like getting physically fit and
Young
are
people, though. So yeah, 15 to 16 would be the youngest people that were going to World War II. That'd be kind of our young people now, right? I would agree with you because I see more of them actually doing stuff.
I've been walking around college campuses recently. People aren't just fat large walking
Well,
around,
Yeah, but
Yeah, but
what I'm saying is like, okay, so let's say they are kind of fit. Do you think they would have the mental capacity to do that? Do you think they would, without having a draft? Do you think they would, fake their ID?
his point is.
Well, I don't think it's the same culture in the
It's
sense.
absolutely
Oh, yeah, no.
No, but what I'm saying is we can't determine what a human response would be when it's not under the same pressure. Like we can say, like, oh, we're not, our generation wouldn't do that, or oh, we have people that are selfish and lazy and blah blah blah. But when it comes to like actual war, we don't really know what people would end up doing.
True.
I was looking at this. The 18 to 22-year-olds in America are around 11.36 million. This says maybe 2 to 2.3 million of them would be eligible to go to war.
But I want to know what that's measuring off of.
I mean,
Pause briefly.
whatever it is measuring off of, I mean, that's the criteria that the military has to join in, and only a low percentage can actually join?
I don't know
Based
about
off
that
that.
because we've been
Like whatever the criteria
we've
is.
been dropping.
Obesity or poor physical fitness is the top thing. That disqualifies 70 to 80% of them.
So physical
Health
fit.
issues, drug use, or criminal record is the third. Lack of minimum education.
Wow.
Wow.
I did not expect that.
Those,
Minimum
those are your
education.
top four things. And that's what that is based off of. And that disqualifies 70 to 80% of that age.
From what age?
18 to 20.
I don't know. I don't know.
I agree with you, Josh. There is a lot of people who would be willing to go to war and could be capable of it, but I agree that the numbers compared to, like he said, World War II would be insanely different. And I think like that has to be an issue. You know what I mean? Like we can't just like I'm not saying we just can, oh wow, that's crazy, but I mean like I'm not saying we need to, oh my word, we need to take action. We all need to get ready for war. Like that's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is the fact that if we needed to go to war, we couldn't, and we wouldn't have this like same drive that we did or that people did back in
It's all right. I get what he's saying.
you know what I'm saying?
Dude, they're gonna turn on your mindset.
I know.
We're kind of off topic
You're on
here
the roll.
Yeah.
about America being healthy.
But still.
I kinda went
Yeah,
down-
okay.
The main topic is still
Turn down his mic.
But I mean, I like to watch, old Navy SEALs talk. Like they're out of the Navy SEALs now, and just people will ask them like, if you could pull from this generation, would you? That age group, and they said absolutely not. It's like in war, you have to have somebody who's mentally capable to watch your back, and I guess my whole point was for specifically that. I think, and this kind of goes back to the freedom issue. I think we're kind of using the freedom that we have very, very lightly. It's being used very lightly. But I think it's also being taken as lazy. Like, oh, I don't have to worry about anything. Somebody else paid for it, and I don't even care. And it's like, I feel like a lot of the time that goes back to laziness. Like, I don't need to really care what I eat. I do agree with you. There are people paying attention. You're absolutely right. There are people coming up that are paying more attention. There are college students who are. I would just say, if we had to go to war right now, I think it would be. I don't think we. I think we'd be kind of cooked, honestly. Not saying that I'm not saying that our military is weak, but if we had to pull for our military from our generation, and I'm a part of this generation, which sounds bad because I'm kind of dissing our generation, but
I don't know. I don't.
really,
I don't.
I would 100% agree with Ray.
okay. Well, let's do this. You guys can keep talking while I do this. You don't have to listen to me type.
What do you mean you don't know?
I think that a very large portion of at least what I think that negative connotation on this generation is more towards the older portion of our generation. Like, I think now more than ever, 18 to 20-year-olds are like locking in. And
Dumb.
See,
So
that's
we're-
my point.
where you- hold on.
I agree there are people that are, but I would not say the majority.
Where are you basing it off
I
of?
would say
Where are
the
you based that
majority.
off of
16
though?
to 20% of U.S. young adults
Like,
identify as the
personal viewage.
So what I would say to
Community.
that is maybe for you have that mindset. So your social media will feed that stuff to you. So like people in those age range locking in, but the percentages show that is actually not.
But I'm saying it's all fed like that.
What is?
What do you mean?
When you have a portion of people like LGBTQ who are a lot more boisterous about the things that they believe and what they're doing, it seems like it's so much bigger than our group because our group is so much quieter and we don't loudly voice this and it's not as big of a deal. I would also be curious to how much of that percentage are people just agreeing to things because of peer pressure rather than their genuine belief stance, which will be highly reflected in a war setting.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Okay, well, I'm gonna pull up these numbers here. Okay.
But I'm an optimist.
No, I agree with you though. I agree with you. I think the other side is way quieter. Totally agree with that. So
Because I mean, you look at the rallies that Trump and Charlie Kirk and other big political conservative figures are doing, and like now more than ever, dude, like we are large in numbers.
Yeah.
We are. And I think it's only on the rise. You see so much news feed now where there's this openness from conservatives that have gotten to the point where we as conservatives have put up with too much that we're like we don't want the left to hate us any more than they already do. So we try and be as nice and kind as possible while also holding our values. And now I think we're seeing a lot of conservatives finally step up and be like, all right, I'm sick of this.
Mhm.
Like, grow up, get over yourself. And I think we have a lot of people that are starting to back that and really encourage something like that.
I would agree with you. I would agree with you. They're way more quiet. All I would have to say about that is 18 to 22 population, 16 to 20% of them are LGBTQ. 35 to 40% of them hate war and would not approve it at all. And then you go to the conservative side and it's 12 to 13%. So it's just lower.
Of what? 12 to 13% what?
Of 18 to 20-year-old men who would support the U.S. military today and be considered conservative, pro-military, and a real American.
Yeah, I mean,
I agree with you. I think
that's true.
I think we are way more quiet. I would agree with you. I guess my whole thing is like I think our nation is very much not healthy. I don't think we're very healthy.
I think I would also be interested to see where like where they're pulling their people from, because a lot of media and a lot of uh the internet today is very left leaning. So a
Absolutely.
lot of those surveys could be pulled from, let's say, liberal universities that are going to naturally lean like that,
is true.
rather than I think that altogether conservatives are more quiet
No,
in the sense of
I
like
completely agree with you.
in the sense of the overall group.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you. Because those numbers could be changed because you could have someone who doesn't fully give their opinion, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or is like
Then you have someone who's like, I am absolutely against it and like against war and all that stuff. Then you have the people who are more quiet. Yeah.
in their heart,
Yeah.
like they'd support it no matter what.
Absolutely.
But
I agree with you.
yeah,
I agree with you. Cool.
yeah.
That's
That
cool.
was a long rabbit trail that I really
It was
should
so
not have
good,
gone
though.
down
I
with,
agree.
but
I think it was
okay.
good.
Okay, cool.
I think it was good. I like little rabbit trails. It gets us talking, gets us.
But I think with all that said, we kind of just, to sum it all up, Americans needs a lot. Oh my! Americans need to lock
Think
in,
about this real
not just mentally, like Reagan was saying, but physically. Like it shows a lack. Okay, I could go
Take
on
your time.
about physical, how important it is
Big
to stay
physical guy over here.
How important it is.
I mean,
Yeah.
is he though?
No.
He's
But what I will say is I could go on and on about why staying physically fit is so important.
there. Own it.
But I won't because I think I could sum it up pretty well by just basically saying like it shows so much discipline when someone is physically fit, just like it would show. Oh my! It shows so much discipline when someone has good grades. When someone that you know what I mean, like
Yeah.
things show through. Your character will show through in your actions, and when we're talking about being physically and just like not giving into gluttony, it shows through. And so when you look at not being lazy, making oh my goodness,
All right, just keep going.
making the decision
Just go for it.
that benefits you in the long run rather than just doing what you want to do now, being selfish and saying, no, I want to eat this, I want to do that, I don't want to work out. When really you say, no, I'm going to do this not just for myself, but because for so many reasons, for my family, for it,
Yeah,
just
I
my
agree.
overall health, make me live
It goes
longer.
back to instant gratification.
Yeah.
People not wanting.
Selfishness.
I also think that, and this was brought up in a sermon at a past youth camp that I was at,
Sweet.
by a particular Jaime Becerra.
What is that?
Never heard of him.
May not know him.
Oh,
You know,
is that him?
it's a him.
Oh,
Jaime Becerra.
I thought you were like
Yeah,
you know,
he's student recruitment. Nope,
PR.
that's the wrong one. No. Vice president of student life. That's the one. I think.
For where?
Hope Sound.
Oh,
Hope Sound.
okay.
But he was speaking at our youth camp, and he went off on the older generation because he was like, I hate to break it to you guys, but you have a mindset that you believe what your parents have taught you because just because like that's what you believe and that's always been the right thing. He said, and the fact is we have a very large generation now that is desperate for answers and desperate for why and wants to know things, right? And it's not okay to just be like, oh, because. And that's not wrong either.
Mhm.
What were we talking about? I knew this added to something.
We were talking about being physical fit.
Physical
Fuck
fit.
it.
Yeah. I think it's so often said that like, oh, it needs to be physically fit and you need to be having discipline and you need to like read and you need to do all these things and do research and but there's no groundwork for actually how to do it. So I think we have a lot of the older generation telling people you need to do this, you need to do this, you need to do this, and they're like, okay, but how? Like
How and why?
yeah, how and
Yeah,
why?
I see what you're saying.
And they're like, well, what do you mean why? Like this is like what you need to do. What do you mean how? You just
Yeah.
do it. And they're like,
Was
so
he
they just don't.
was he saying it's like a problem in the home life?
He was talking in a spiritual sense because we have this is a complete rabbit trail, but I think it's good, so I'm going to say it. He was talking about Gen Z and how our generation is curious, like curious beyond a lot of the previous generations. And he was pretty much stating that you cannot expect your children and their children after to follow the same stances and standards and belief systems that you have when you aren't giving them any evidence to back it,
Mhm.
when you aren't giving them any reasons to back it, when you aren't providing the things that changed your life to their life. You just expect them to listen and obey. It was really, really good, and I thought it was beneficial for a lot of people to hear. Not everybody was able to hear it, but
Yeah.
that's why you got to listen to the pod.
You gotta listen to that pod.
Got to listen to that pod.
Well, yeah, pod. You know, my mom listens to this pod.
There we go.
Three
Three
thumbs
thumbs
up.
up.
Listen to this
Ah.
Ah,
No.
jinx.
No.
Now you can't
put
talk.
this in here just because we haven't put a Bible verse in here yet, but Colossians 3:23. This is the NIV. Whatever you do, work at it with all your heart, as if you're working to the Lord and not for human masters. And I just think that really goes well with, specifically, as a Christian, sometimes it does get mundane. Like, you go, I would just put this on GBS campus. Like, I go to class and I'm just like, man, like, I'm doing a business degree. Why do I have to study lit? Or why do I have to study this topic or this topic? And the Bible really can tie it back to like, why am I doing this? Well, for whatever reason, God brought me here, and these classes are a part of my degree,
Amen.
and I can do them to the best of my ability
That's
with
right.
His help. And I would consider that not being lazy. Like if you just come through here and you're just like, there's no point to this. I'd say that's a degree of laziness, honestly. One, you're paying to be here. They're taking a little bit, which
Come on.
thank goodness that it is cheap.
Eat the
Thank you,
mic.
thank you, Doctor,
Oh my.
for helping us
Chugging
keep
it.
it really cheap, and everybody else for that.
Where's your Bobby a code? I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, he dipped that on that.
I'm sorry.
I
Sorry.
was busy doing everything.
Anyway, I think it's really, really good just to remember that everything you do is meant to be done
Yeah.
unto the Lord, and that can really put it into perspective. Like, okay, if Jesus was standing right here beside me, like, how would I be doing this assignment? Would I be slapping him off?
Like
I don't think I'd be doing the assignment if he was next to me.
What if he told you to?
Okay.
That's right. Yeah,
like
that's
how
right.
much like
story.
effort and work like would you actually like put into it compared to like
Mhm.
not thinking about that.
Exactly. Well,
I really put things into
something that okay.
account.
If I didn't really do well in this, like it's not that big of a deal. I could just not try. But it's like for whatever reason you are doing it. I don't think anything happens by chance. I think God has
Yeah.
a plan for everything. For every reason you are doing it, you should do it.
It's showing consistent effort in everything you do,
Yeah.
and that'll show through your character, and people will see that. And so even like those little things that we think like don't really matter, like they'll add up later. Like maybe going out of your way to do something small for somebody, opening a door, or
True.
maybe helping somebody out with buying something for them. Just those small acts of showing those with small acts.
I'm here for you. I'm here for you.
I
You can
appreciate
talk to me.
I'm about to play off what you said. You
Just
know,
how much?
later. Another scripture to throw in here. Proverbs 13:4. This is the ESV. The soul of the sluggard craves and gets nothing, while the soul of the diligent is richly supplied.
I have that one down too.
I was talking to a business friend of mine, and this is Joel Hood, by the way, and we were talking about
don't know who
budgeting,
that-
and
You don't know who Joel Hood is?
that's wild.
Okay.
Hey, you didn't know my
Yeah,
guy.
you're very-
Yeah.
You didn't know my guy. I didn't know your guy. It's fair.
Joel Hood is very good for advice. I've got a lot of advice from him.
Anyway, you do reap what you sow.
Mm.
You know, if you
True.
put in the
Preach.
work now, you will reap the benefits of that. You're lazy now, you're going to reap the benefits later. And what I was saying about Joel Hood is he was talking about if you could save $27 and like 50, no, it was 40 cents actually. $20.40 a day. He was like, in 35 years, you will have like around 2 million, 2.5 million. It just in saved.
Yeah.
Just saved. If you
Is
save,
that with interest?
I think, was it 8% interest?
8%.
8%
I think something like that.
interest,
Yeah, I believe so.
which is wild. You're like
About to say that
$27 a day. But also, what does that take? That takes not being lazy, putting in some work, and intentionally doing something to benefit you
Well,
later.
that also takes at least working $26 a day.
Yeah. Okay. Well, why don't you have that?
Well,
You know, do
I feel,
11.
I feel personally attacked, but you know, that's fine.
But no, I literally have this quote that like literally one of my favorite quotes.
Slow down.
You gotta just keep.
I just got
You, dude, I never
I agree.
notice your flubs.
Really?
Until you
yes.
go.
You're like, I don't notice it.
All right. Anyway,
You need to stop being
That's
so
good to know,
insecure,
good to know.
Pause.
like a little girl.
Sound like
I'm
you're
glad-
constipated.
Do you freaking eat your mic? I swear. Like, what's going on here? You got freaking claw marks on the side. He's hungry.
There we go. No, but that kind of goes exactly with one of my favorite quotes, which is work now, play later, or play now, work later. It's like literally that hit me so hard when I first heard it because it's like, oh, wow. Like you could be.
Why don't you work now, work later?
No.
Wait, where?
Why don't you carry the boats and the logs?
That's a good point. But the thing is, it's like not even like that, but like you think about it. Or enjoy your time now and work
Yeah.
later, or
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
There's a balance.
Work hard now, work
Hey.
later.
I get what you're saying.
Do you smell what I'm stepping in?
So, this is kind of switching to something else, but I feel like we should talk about the effect that social media on this generation.
Absolutely.
I
Who
feel-
here has social media?
Okay, so
Someone's got to run the revive count.
you don't have any social media,
Not on my phone. Not on my phone.
Okay. and same for you.
Not on my phone. My
Yeah.
mom runs my Instagram account.
Okay,
He's so famous.
it's like including like Snap.
He's so famous.
His mom.
He has thousands of followers.
Oh,
We're
my
honored. to
mom
have-
does. Yeah.
She's just constantly deleting the DMs,
Yeah.
just one after
Yeah,
another.
people are just constantly asking me to talk on their podcast. Fun
Can
fact,
your mom sponsor us?
talking on a podcast.
No way.
I mean, so serious.
Can she come on this podcast?
Yeah,
Yeah, she would rock this podcast.
so
But
I would be scared if your mom was on this
I don't
podcast.
have Be Real, Snap,
Same.
Instagram.
Same.
What I'm saying by Instagram is like my mom runs it,
Yeah.
so I don't have it.
This is true.
What are the other ones?
Where's again
Facebook,
BTS?
TikTok. I don't have any of those.
Yeah.
how do you feel without having? You feel like you was less pressure? to,
I would say so. What I would say is this: is that as a Christian guy, all of those apps open a lot of doors to see something you're not supposed
True.
to. So
Oh, absolutely.
taking them away has really benefited me.
Quote from Jaime Becerra: "You take personal devices to personal places. Personal devices to private places."
So, number one, that helps a lot. Just for all those guys out there wondering, I will say Satan fought me really hard when I first started doing that because I got a lot of flack for it. Why don't you have Snap, bro? That's weird.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you don't use YouTube, bro? That's crazy. Like I cannot imagine. And I'm just like, yep, I'm the odd sheep out here. I'm the odd sheep.
but the same
Worth
time
it.
you get flipped around, be like, why do you have Snap?
Yeah, and well,
you want
what
to keep
helped
your
me-
streak. Like,
what helped me when I
kinda
was
silly.
younger dealing
Your
with that
streaks.
was my mom said she was like, well, she's like, I'm not.
Do you hear streaks?
I do, and it's
Yeah.
kind of silly. Like I'm actually thinking about it. Just
Yeah.
like
Right now.
Um,
Right now, you
I'm
should
not
do
in
it.
yet.
Right now.
But I
On the
I see
pod.
your point.
when I was younger, what really helped.
He's weak.
Now I could really care less. I mean, you can have your own opinion, but I don't really care what you have.
Couldn't care less.
So what I was
It's
gonna
helped.
say is helping me when I was younger was mom was like, Reagan, so obviously you're actively trying to fight this, right? Yes, I am.
Yes.
Okay, a lot of your friends have these apps. Yes, they do. Do you think they're actively fighting?
Mm.
I don't know, mom. Well, I mean, as much as you struggle, do you think they don't struggle at all? Probably. I mean, they're guys. Okay. Do you think? And I'm not saying that throwing flag on everybody because it's up to you. Some people can do it. I can't. I don't have it. So that is one benefit of
Yeah.
not.
No, I agree.
Is that? But also, yeah, the social pressure, like the FOMO you get from seeing what everybody else is doing,
Ooh.
is
That's
wild.
that's the thing. Like
I remember the day I saw like a group of my friends went out, and this is when I did have it, and I was like, Mom, like, why can't I just go out? And I had so much FOMO, and then I haven't had it.
Hey, FOMO.
You went out, cool.
you don't even know.
I could care less. I mean, I'll go out with somebody
care
like
less.
tonight. We went out on a walk by the river rock, which was awesome. That was great. But like, I have no social pressure from that. Also, like, there's no pressure to post. Like, where have you been?
Yeah.
Why aren't you posting? You don't have to know. Like, you do not have to know.
Call me.
You might be real. Be real is so fake, and you guys all know it. You have 5 retakes, and 28 friends, and you can text them now and ads. It's so fake. So like, that's not even a real app. But like, you have no pressure to do that, and I would say it is a absolute bless. And I think that honestly, if you can keep your kids, like whenever I have kids, I do not.
Oh,
want
they're
them on
not.
social media.
They're not getting
Like,
technical.
and like I want. And what back to your point? This is so good. Why, Mom, Dad? Why can't I have social media? All my friends have. Why can't I have Instagram? Why? Because that did not work for me.
No.
I did not work at all. And my dad figured that out. And he started telling me, he was like, when I was younger, obviously you obey dad, right? Like,
Oh yeah,
walk down the street,
there are
walk down
certain
the
things
street,
that
hit
just
my car, obey dad. Why, dad? Because you're
Yeah.
young enough. As I got older, he figured that out, and he has a great talk about like how parenting and the different ways of parenting and stuff like that. But as I got older, dad started telling me why, give me an explanation, and helping me think through it rather than just like because that didn't work, and like I absolutely think that not giving your kids social media, you will save them from so much hurt. Number one, people are mean on social media. And listen, I totally get it. We've had some comments, which is
hate comments.
great. Okay, that means you watched, and I think it's great. Honestly, does it hurt a little bit? Oh, absolutely. When I first saw that, I was like, "Wow, like that's
I
crazy."
wasn't.
And then I saw Reagan's mom
I laughed.
give 3 thumbs up,
Yeah,
and I said, you know what, I'm gonna
it was
keep going.
my-
This is why we do it.
This is what
Reagan's
Well,
we do it for Reagan's mom.
looking at
It was like 2 thumbs up. Like
I
about
feel
like
about
3.
that. I wish I
Looking
wouldn't have said that.
now, it was like,
Keep it.
That's online for
that means they actually watch. Okay, but my whole point
Sure.
is not that they actually watch, but people are very mean on social media, and
rude. For shame.
because you don't have to show your face.
Well, the other thing
yeah.
is
There's like no
not just like they could get hurt because people are being mean, but they could look at other people and compare themselves. The comparison side
I was
is
gonna say the
big,
comparing of
Oh,
to people.
very big.
That is
the
that is-
time waster that
That's another
social
one.
media is.
Screen time.
Doom
like-
one?
I was talking to Addison about this today. Dude,
What is everybody's screen time?
Huh?
What's everybody's screen time?
Don't even.
I know
Check
mine's
it right now.
Way higher.
Mine's about higher than it should
At
be.
work.
But here's the thing.
Because I have so much downtime at work.
Yeah, no, that is true.
That
At
is
work,
a big aspect.
we don't.
But
But here's all.
Agreed.
7 hours
It's-
and 7
good
minutes per day.
Good, I can
So
read
let's
that
think
is
about
the
that.
Two
average
brothers.
screen time for Gen Z.
Let's think about that.
What is the average sleep time?
Sleep time?
Oh, that's bad. I'm gonna try to read that book, The Two Brothers, with the red.
You knew? Have you ever read Atomic Habits?
No,
Okay.
have you read it? I've heard it's good.
I've read half of it, so I'm not gonna.
7.5.
From the
So
half-
almost the same amount of sleep
You'd say it's good.
I would say the reason they're still getting 7 hours of sleep is because they don't have jobs
because they're lazy.
and they're sleeping.
Sloth.
What age did you put?
I just put
Gen
Gen
Z.
Z, which is 18 to 22.
Okay.
So think about that.
Think
7
about-
hours a day. If you spent 7 hours a day on anything, learning guitar, rock climbing,
Oh, you were telling me this earlier. Yeah.
working, and okay, 7 hours a day is excessive for working out, but you spent a seventh of that, an hour a day, working out. think about how much progress of any hobby. And you did martial arts, like I want to pull up the numbers, but I forget. But I'm certain that if you do 7 hours a day of something, you'll be in the top 1% of the people who do that thing.
Yeah, what quote
Think about
was it?
that.
It was like 1%, like putting forth 1% of that thing a day attributes to like what? A crazy number by the end of the year.
10 minutes a day, I
Of
think
like
it is.
time. 10 minutes a day, 365 years,
Look up
3,600.
65 years.
You know
Look
what I
up
meant.
ChatGPT. Look up, is it true 10 minutes a day of a skill puts you in the top 1%?
Keep talking, y'all.
No.
I don't even know what to say.
Just say no. By the way, if we haven't done it enough, we deeply appreciate Tyler Vandervoort for letting us use his
Absolutely.
wonderful studio. We do not give him enough thanks and props because he is a
We
wonderful
don't even
man
pay him.
that is significantly busier than most anybody I know, and he still finds time out of his busy schedule to allow us use his very wonderful studio. So give props to him if you see him. Say
Definitely.
thank you for the birth of Revive USA podcast. Without him, none of this would be possible.
Good way to put it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
A little more time.
We also want to thank Chase Bossman. We noticed
You're
that
responsible.
they said his name completely incorrect the first podcast. They said Boysavan or Blazavan. It's Bossavan. Let's get that correct.
So you like confirmed that it was.
No, I knew that, and I was
you
just
let
a
it.
little.
I have
So you let us.
statistics now.
Okay.
Pull it up.
If you did 5 hours per week, they say on average to be the top 1% in anything you do is around in the area from 5,000 to 10,000 hours in that topic. So if you did 5 hours a week, it would take 38 years to get to that top 1% in fill in the blank. If you did 10 hours a week, 19 years. 20 hours a week, in 10 years, you will be top 1% in whatever you do. 30 to 40 hours a week, 5 to 6 years. You can be in the top 1% of anything you do. So if you're spending average screen time, if you spend 7 hours a day,
What's
I
that?
wonder what
7
that.
times 7 is 49. You're doing
So
50 hours a week. If you spent 50 hours
Professional scroller.
a week, you in 4 years, you
We know
will be
about that.
one of the top percent in anything you do.
I wonder,
Crazy.
is that talking about like specific activities or talking about like overall thing?
Well, I mean,
Because
let's say if you're trying to learn something and you spent 50 hours a week learning, so let's say you were trying to do stock trading and you spent, okay, I will learn. I'm going to get a curriculum and I will learn. I want to do sales. I will learn. I want to play basketball. I will play basketball. I want to, I want to be the top. Yeah.
It's made its way over.
Okay, but let's think about this. We're talking about the top 1%. You know how much the top 2%, and let's talk about trading for a second. If you're a day trader and you're in the top 2% of day traders, you know how much money you make on day trading if you're in the top 5%.
I don't know.
Like stupid amount, basically. There's stupid money at
Full
that point.
numbers.
Skipping money. Explain that. to
Stupid
me.
money.
Oh, making
Skipping money. You're skipping money at
I
that
thought you were
point.
saying skipping money.
No.
I was like, what? Explain
You're in
that
the top-
analogy to me.
If you're in the top 10%, here, are you pulling up statistics?
2%.
Yeah, give me a little.
Woo!
Top 2% of day traders,
Oh,
they're making $500 to $2,000 per day.
Yeah.
That's 2%.
my point is basically
1% is 1 million to 2.5 million per year, which is $4,000 to $10,000 a day. That's the difference between 2%
No way.
and 1%.
It's not that.
But my point is basically, even if you're not spending 7 hours a day on something like we're saying to get into the top 1%, if you're spending
Well, you don't
an
even,
hour a day,
you don't even have to. Well, here's the point. Like, if the average for Gen Z is 7 hours a day,
That's crazy.
30 to
That is
40
crazy.
hours in between, 30 to 40 hours is 5 to 6 years. That's it. If you did 50 plus, you would do it in 4 years to be the top 1%.
but that's what I'm saying. You don't have to. What, Josh? You don't have to be. You don't have to
spend
be
7 hours a day
Think
doing
about
that.
it.
What if you did
if you did an hour, you wouldn't have to be in the 1% to be making crazy
I'll,
progress or
I'll
doing
tell you
crazy.
the difference.
Okay.
Because doing something like stock trading or let's say learning the piano or something creates or cause nope, those are both the wrong words.
You're getting
Welcome
there.
to the Wrong Words Pod.
You're getting there.
This is where we all say the wrong words
Mm.
and try to see who can make the
Here,
other
hold
person.
on. Give him a
It
chance.
it forces us to be cognitively aware.
Too big of a word for me.
I was
Can't
about to
say.
say you lost me at cognitivity.
That wasn't even the word you said.
You scroll and there's nothing going on here. You can just fade off, right? When you're talking about something like learning, you have to be applied
Right.
those 7 hours a day, which is a lot harder. It is.
I'm saying yes. I would not.
But I
be
do agree with
able to
it. Yeah, I mean,
7 hours a day. You couldn't even work a full-time job if you're spending 7 hours a day learning.
well, clearly you can because people do it.
Spending it learning on
Well,
rails.
obviously, they're not doing it. They don't have jobs.
Well, but there are. But here's the thing.
What is your average screen time if you worked a
Come
full-time
on.
job? Do you
Nope.
know my average screen time for this?
Pull up your average screen time.
My average screen time for the
What?
summer was an hour and 30 minutes.
Yeah, but you don't have
Pull
social
up.
media, buddy.
Pull up your
I was
Aaron?
working a full-time job.
Aaron. Pull
I
up
didn't
your
have
screen
to
time.
get on my phone.
I work a full-time job. I work
Right now.
36 hours this week.
So-
That's 40 plus is a full-time job.
I'm close.
Listen up.
But he's not close.
Keep talking.
4 hours away.
So
No.
just how people have gotten dependent on things like drugs and vaping and alcohol, I feel like people get that same dependence on social media.
Mm.
Like they use that, like doom scrolling, whatever, to
Jeez.
No,
What is
That
it?
was a true Gen Zer, man.
Yeah, but I still
I thought it was
work.
the point.
But here, let me pull it up. No,
But-
nobody cares.
Go back. Go back.
You're just filling
Back.
time.
get that.
Well, let's pull up what my screen time is on.
Finish your topic. Finish your topic, guys.
Mhm.
I want to hear it. I want to hear you.
So just in the same way,
Go for it. I'm listening. Hey.
I feel like we have to get this over with before
I'm
we
here.
move on.
I'll just explain.
Yeah, just
Me and Ashton do valet.
Yeah, go ahead.
And at valet, you sit there for hours a day waiting for people to pull up their cars.
Now, I'm
Oh.
taking
but I do want to know right now.
job. You're doing
I do want to know what it is right now.
It's 5 plus.
But
5 hours plus.
But
see, but like I spent 3 hours that day, so
okay, we can get past it.
What-
The point is, it can add up.
Hold on.
so
Go,
this is
go.
2 hours.
So
There we go.
I don't know.
That's what it says.
But
Average of social.
Okay, yeah.
just in the same way that people are getting dependent on things like drugs and vaping, where they feel like they need it in order to
Addiction.
function normally, right. It's the same thing. Whereas with social media, with doom scrolling, you're still getting that dopamine rush,
Dopamine addiction.
and people almost rely on that sometimes to be able to even fall asleep. Like being able to see the light and just being able to be mindless and scrolling, and then get tired doing it. Which is that healthy at all?
No.
For us to do? No.
Here's my point. As Gen Z is spending 7 hours a day on their phones. If you are working a full-time job, you are committed to that job. You have a commitment, you're getting paid for that job. You are not spending 7 hours a day on your phone. I'm not talking about valet.
You're getting caught up.
Yeah.
Okay? I'm not talking about valet. Valet is a different type of job, okay? For your, I would say, if you go to a summer job,
Yeah.
if you are doing lawn care and your boss finds you on your phone, it'd be kind of crazy to be on your phone for over an hour during like a 6-hour workday.
Yeah.
Just to be real, if you don't have any, like if you're being busy, why would you be on your phone?
Right.
Like if you're mowing a lawn, I mean,
We'll
it's
say-
mowing and texting instead of
Yeah.
driving and texting, okay? But my point is like, and I'm not trying to like toot my own horn here, but like I worked a full-time job during the summer. My average screen time a day was an hour and 30 minutes.
But here's what I will say, Reagan. What?
I would
My whole point is
I would
it's
disagree.
lazy. My whole point is
I agree we're lazy, but I'm saying there is still plenty of time to waste other than when you're working.
I mean it cuts into sleep a lot. It cuts into social time a lot.
well, here's my point.
That's what I was
You
gonna
have
say.
to stay up. If you're gonna get 7 hours a day, if you work a typical 9 to 5, say you work a 9 to 5, you get home and you spend 7 hours from 5 to 12 on your phone. That's wild. That is crazy.
I mean, yeah, but it's
going back to the dependent thing. That's how people
It's done.
want.
I know
rather
it's
than people
done.
taking
My
out-
whole point is that we're lazy.
I thought your point was that it doesn't happen.
No. I'm saying it can happen because we're lazy. What I'm saying is like
If you're diligent,
if you have no job, I can see why you would get 7 hours every single day consistently. I don't understand how you would stay up. Let's say you work a 9 to 5 and you weren't on your phone, or you get an hour in, you check your whatever, and it adds up to an hour.
what am I doing?
I'm
not
it would
locked
be
in.
very wild to me that you would spend the next, 5 to
Like you're saying, there's a lot more like
I feel like
So,
the
like better
odds of you
things for you to
spending
do that.
more time on your phone after work and getting that amount, obviously you're going to get on your phone. I understand that. But getting 7 hours in with a full-time job, I think is lower. Is my point. Because like I'm tired. Oh, do I have to go back to work tomorrow morning? Yes, I do. I'm going to go to bed. If you have no job, you have no time schedule, you have nothing you're committed to, why not scroll on your phone till 2:30 in the morning?
you're saying that the unemployment is a correlation to.
Yeah, I did a
Sure.
really bad job about saying that, but yes.
I see what you're saying.
A percentage I think we can apply to this would be, and this is a little bit we can apply to other things as well. Between 2005 to 2017, depression has spiked by 52% among teens and young adults, according to UCLA
As well
So-
as anxiety. Anxiety
Right,
is
anxiety is
incredibly
a
high
part
right
of
now.
that as well. So, don't like it makes sense that that's around the time that internet, social media came out, and we're in
Comparison.
comparison,
Mhm.
things start becoming more practical.
Caffeine incline.
Caffeine, all the things combined are going on in that era. So I feel like it is valid to conclude that those things absolutely have a effect
Yeah.
on that.
What is your guys' average caffeine intake?
Couple energy drinks a week, like maybe 3 or 4.
Like
No coffee.
say like daily. Let's say.
Well, see, I don't have it ever.
I usually do it.
Never.
I usually do it every other day. So I have caffeine one day, the next day I won't have any.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not every
Just
day.
so I don't.
And
get
I don't even drink coffee.
How much is in a cup of
Caffeine.
coffee?
I don't know.
80.
Pull it up, Jamie.
80? I don't
Say,
not 80.
Might be making that up.
But do like
60,
a
80.
16-ounce coffee.
Oh, yeah,
What was it? How many?
I don't know. Define cup of
How
coffee.
how many
60 to 80
mils
I
are in
think,
a
How
around.
much?
Yeah.
I want to say it's around
Is
150.
in a
Say a cup of coffee.
16 ounce.
All right.
I don't even know what I'm doing, bro.
We're gonna peek.
Oh, that's
Wow.
almost.
No, that's hold on.
Oh, it's brewed.
Yeah, I better say Drew Drip.
Espresso base,
that is
like a
true.
double shot, is 150
That's about
to 200.
that's
Yeah,
about an energy
150,
drink.
which
So
is
it's
what
about
I
the
thought.
That's
same.
16 ounce, but maybe an 8 ounce.
Yes,
Is it
but
double cup of
here's the thing. Coffee caffeine
That-
is significantly
Yeah.
better for you than energy drink caffeine.
Oh, I'm not saying better for you.
I'll say-
You just specifically asked.
If
for
you
caffeine.
did just like 1 8-ounce cup of coffee, it's like 63 milligrams.
Yeah, so nothing crazy.
So what?
What's your
just-
question?
Like
For me
what?
personally?
Yeah, what do you think
Per week or per day?
per day? And then we can go per week.
I mean, you work at a coffee shop,
Yeah, I don't
Yours
always
per-
drink coffee there.
but you don't really.
No, I
Wait.
normally, sometimes I drink a fizz.
What?
I drink a sugar-free fizz.
Little
with
fizz.
No calories.
Little fizz.
Little fizz. I like my little fizz.
Okay,
I'll drink that 0 calories, 0 sugar. No caffeine either. I would say daily, maybe one cup of coffee.
Do you-
But I would say that's more of like a
Do you think-
once
do you think you
every
could
other
go-
day.
I'm
Like a day
Pretty-
without it, without having any sort of headache or anything.
pretty
Oh, yeah,
close to
absolutely.
zero.
Absolutely.
Okay, there you go.
I'm pretty close to zero.
Are you?
Yeah.
I will very rarely get coffee. Never drink energy drinks, like ever. And if I do, it'll be like maybe on a drive, and I'll grab like a Red Bull.
Yeah.
Which already has like what? Their 6 ounces are like 80 milligrams.
Yeah.
Like
8
their biggest ones are like 120, and that's for like what their biggest one's like a 16 or like an 18.
They have more.
ounce.
I think they have a 24, but like the 16 is like yeah. I think
It's like 120. So
Yeah, we gotta wrap up now.
All right, let's wrap this up, boys.
Yeah, let's end it.
Basically,
that's a terrible wrap up.
caffeine.
Caffeine
Wrap this up,
kills.
boys.
What do we
Caffeine
hear?
kills.
Josh doesn't drink
Josh
caffeine.
doesn't drink caffeine.
Josh
I don't
can't
drink
stop
caffeine.
laughing.
Reagan farts a lot. Aaron smolders into the camera. Addison gets talked over.
True. What does Josh do?
Josh
Josh
doesn't
takes
drink
it.
caffeine.
Josh doesn't.
Yeah, I don't.
What?
He
Caffeine.
doesn't do
That-
caffeine.
I don't do caffeine.
Yeah, we don't.
Anyway, let's
I
cut
don't
all
care.
of that.
We do not.
Anyway, do
I
not
don't
edit
do
that.
caffeine.
Anyway,
Yeah. So yeah, back to your point, Addison. That
I thought we were.
Wait,
well, no, we're wrapping. Yeah.
Okay.
But his whole point.
Aaron can't wait to leave. Aaron's getting so excited to leave.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm tweaking out
Here,
over here. You're gonna watch it and be like,
whatever
what is Aaron
whatever
doing?
you ended with, and then we got on the topic of caffeine and anxiety because it jumped 50%, right?
That
Oh yeah, so we were talking about yesterday.
Photograph.
you're talking about
Good.
Life is a struggle.
what was it?
Hey,
50
but to get my reputation real
Depression.
quick, I spent.
We-
Wait. Oh, sorry.
Sorry, was my.
Well, you shut up.
I need to. I spend a lot of time on my phone, but I spend 2.5 hours on social media. That's a lot, but it's not 5 hours, which it was seeming like. So
Yeah, okay.
For the right, kind of like my closing statement. It doesn't have to be the end of it, but for our future of America, I see it where America and freedom and responsibility are intertwined again. All those things together are intertwined again, and that'll, I feel like, get us to a point where almost going back in a way of like depression's not as high and anxiety's not as high. Maybe get us back to a point where we can see growth in the new generations rather than declining depression, anxiety, all those things.
Um,
And we're back for podcast number 4.
number 4 starting now. You're gonna get another 2 hours in. Yeah, I mean, like you were saying, I think that they need to be all intertwined, and I think that a lot of people would find that laziness as well as overall responsibility in our nation will be a whole lot easier to come by, a whole lot easier to obtain. I like that. Obtain.
It's good.
Obtain.
good.
I like it.
When we take responsibility for our actions and who we are and don't just let random people in a big building determine our future.
Mhm.
Like when Americans start stepping up and deciding I'm going to determine my own future, that's when I think all of this will fall into line. So
Good.
anyway, it was a wonderful talk. We had a great time. We learned a lot, like I said.
Philly boys.
And I don't know. I'm having a good time. We do apologize for what 2-week break,
Yeah.
maybe almost 3-week break.
It's been a while.
It's been a hot minute. Maybe when this uploads, I don't know. It might be closer to 3 weeks. We're gonna try and get it up this weekend.
But we explained in
need
the first podcast, we're all busy. We have different lives.
See,
We're trying to work around. So as much as we love this podcast, it's going to be a struggle to keep it going. What is that?
I'm hoping he fades this out. And cut.